You are listening to the interview section of the NRR Northern Roots Radio. If you're listening to the main broadcast, this is going to be in our actual podcast. You can subscribe to us through RSS and iTunes. You can go to our main website, northernrootsradio.com, or our podcast server site, nrr.podbean.com. This interview will also be in a standalone version on YouTube, where you will be able to listen to it or stream it or download it. And of course, that will be shared through links on our social media platforms. And our interview today is with a wonderful lady named Ladamira. And she practices the Slavic ways. And, you know, I thought this was a tremendous opportunity for every one of us who are listening and taking part in this to learn and to understand another aspect of the Northern European way. And I want to thank Ladamira for being with us here today. And I just would like to ask if you mind introducing yourself and, you know, just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Hello, my dear. I'm very glad connection with you, with help Daniel, big gratitude Daniel, and wonderful mission Daniel, help many people with knowledge, spiritual knowledge. It's very positive work. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you always.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Sorry, it's my little English. I'm little understand English and little word of English, but my heart is very feel always. And I'm changed languages, but my heart continue feel us and give energy for us. Моя миссия на Земле началась около 20 лет назад.
My mission on the planet Earth began, helping planet Earth and people began 20 years ago.
Когда врачи поставили мне диагноз неизлечимого заболевания, это был рак.
Then I was diagnosed with the cancer.
И мне не помогла официальная медицина, и мой диплом университета, который я закончила в направлении психологии, мне тоже не помог.
In this disease, the official medicine did not help me. Also, my degree in psychology, the knowledge of psychology, did not help me either.
И тогда меня, убежденную атеистку, которая верила в том, что религия опиум для народа.
And back at the time, I was 100% atheist, and I was pretty sure that any religion is just an opium for people. It's just something fake.
Да, я верила, что все шаманы это психологически больные, психически больные люди, которые почему-то не садят в психбольницу. Странно очень было для меня это.
I was pretty sure that all shamans, they were psychologically, mentally sick people, and I was wondering why they still not in jail.
Да, но именно в этот момент мне помогло знание моего рода, которое хранила моя семья.
But those time, the ancient knowledge that came from my family lineage helped me to survive and to heal myself.
Мне помогла мудрость, которую мои предки передавали из поколения в поколение.
The wisdom that was being transferred from one generation to another in my family helped me a lot.
И слава Богу, я не только смогла исцелить свое тело, я смогла найти свое предназначение, свой путь в этой жизни в помощи людям.
And thanks God, I was able not only just to heal my body, but also to find my mission here on the planet Earth.
И теперь, вот уже около 20 лет я занимаюсь тем, что передаю это знание всем, кто хочет получить исцеление души и тела.
And now here for already 20 years, I've been traveling and and bringing this knowledge to people, for everybody who wants to heal themselves, who wants to grow spiritually.
Тем, кто хочет привлечь душу ребенка в свою жизнь, мы соединяем душу матери и душу малыша.
And also we're helping for future parents who want to attract beautiful soul, and we connect with the soul of the future baby and the soul of the parents.
Мы соединяем души людей, которые находятся в какой-то ссоре или в непонимании друг друга, и учим быть в гармонии с природой внутри и снаружи себя.
We also connect and harmonize souls of people who, for some reason, got in fight or any misunderstandings, and we harmonize their energy. We teach them the balanced way of living and finding the way out of the situation.
И это очень важно сейчас, потому что на Земле сейчас идет очень сильный кризис.
And this is so important right now because there is a big crisis is happening right now on the earth.
Очень много войн, очень много катаклизмов.
There are so many wars and cataclysms.
И много информации о том, что та сила технократической цивилизации, в которой мы живем, с одной стороны, упрощает жизнь.
And there are lots of information that those power which we see right now in the technocratical world of the modern technologies, they really help us to ease our life.
А с другой стороны, она не дает возможности раскрыться индивидуальности, интуиции, душе человека.
But on the other hand, this technocratical world does not allow everybody for their soul to open up their creativity and to find their own way of development.
Интуиции. Блокирует интуицию.
And also, it also blocked intuition.
И поэтому мы снимаем все замки, которые лежат на судьбе человека.
And that is why we take out all the locks and blockages which are sitting on the people's destinies, people's lives.
И которые заставляют его повторять проблемы и ошибки своего рода, мальчиков – отца, а девочек – матери.
And these blockages, they make people to repeat the same mistakes from generation to generation. Usually that sons will repeat the mistakes of their fathers, daughters, they repeat the mistakes of their mothers.
И мы видим, как даже уже после одного обряда мир вокруг изменяется к лучшему.
And we see how even after one ritual, shamanic ceremony, the life of people getting better and better.
И мы проверяли это много раз, когда проводится в городе обряд, собирается группа людей для того, чтобы провести наш сибирский волховской обряд на мир и гармонию в семье.
And we already checked that so many times when in towns, in cities, we brought people together and we did a ritual to harmonize energy in the families, in the city, and we saw many positive output came out of that.
Детская смертность уменьшается, и аварии на дорогах уменьшаются тоже.
Can I just ask a quick question here? Would you say that a person growing in the awareness of who they are as a person and growing in the awareness of the different parts of their soul is something that would be a great help to them in achieving the goals that you're talking about and the things that you're doing?
Даниэл спрашивает вас, Ладамира, если когда у человека увеличивается его осознание, его осознание, то жизнь тоже улучшается.
Однозначно, потому что в этот момент человек становится счастливым и позитивно смотрит в будущее.
Yes, that's for sure, because that moment a person is looking very positively and very optimistically to his or her future.
И постепенно события вокруг него изменяются к лучшему.
And step by step, the events, the outside events of his life or her life, they start changing as well, and he or she start attracting more positive events.
Да, и как я уже говорила, даже в городе, в котором проходят наши события, уменьшается аварии и детская смертность.
And even as I already mentioned, that in the cities where we perform this rituals, the death of kids or accidents on the roads, they getting less and less.
And there's a healing that's taking place in the souls of people, which is being expressed in the way that things are happening in the world. That potential is there. Would you agree?
Can you please repeat that?
I was just saying that, by healing the different aspects of their soul, through the traumatic events that have happened to them, or through mistakes that they've made, that shows forth in our world of experience by things getting better for their lives and for others.
Дэниел говорит, что когда мы улучшаем какой-то аспект жизни, исцеляем какую-то травму человека, то это приводит к позитивным мероприятиям, позитивной энергии везде. Сам я правильно поняла? Подождите, пожалуйста, секундочку. Оксана, ты здесь?
Да, я здесь.
Я просто немножко не понимаю. I'm trying to translate that perfectly.
I understand it can be difficult.
Он просто, даже я так думаю, это не вопрос, он просто, как я правильно сказала, он просто утверждает, что да, человек, когда проходит через драматические ситуации в жизни, что его жизнь меняется.
Да, спасибо большое, Оксан. Вот, дело в том, что мы храним внутри добрых и злых духов в своей судьбе.
That's absolutely right. Yes, inside of us we're keeping bad and good spirits.
И некоторые злые духи переходят по роду от бабушки к матери, от матери к дочери, от прадеда к отцу, от отца к сыну. И мы даже иногда не ведаем, не знаем, что мы повторяем чужую судьбу и чужие ошибки. И как только идет исцеление нашего внутреннего мира, меняется все вокруг.
Yeah, so these spirits, and they force us to repeat the same mistakes, which was happened already in our family, and we actually inherit them. For example, daughter inherits the bad spirits from her mother, from her grandmother. Son inherits them from his father, grandfather, grandfather. They all keep going until we actually see what was the reason of that, and we learn how to stop.
Если можно, я расскажу одну историю.
And if you allow, I would like to share one story.
Absolutely.
это одна из тысяч историй, просто она очень яркая.
This is one of the thousands of stories I came across, but it's just shows very vividly.
Ко мне пришла женщина в очень тяжелом психическом состоянии.
One lady came to me. She was in a very heavy psychological state.
Она рассказала о том, что у нее уже 4-я попытка найти гармонию взаимоотношений с мужчинами, которые заканчиваются полным развалом.
And she shared that she already had the 4th attempt to create a relationship with men, and nothing was working for her.
Причем два ее мужчины закончили жизнь самоубийством, а 2 при ней начали употреблять наркотики, алкоголь в очень недопустимых дозах.
So 2 of her previous partners, they commit suicide, and the other 2, they became alcoholic and drug addicted people.
Причем она говорила: я выхожу замуж за трезвых, я выхожу замуж за нормальных людей, почему они так изменяются в моем присутствии?
And she said that then before her marriage, these people were absolutely sober and normal people, but something was changing, and all of a sudden, then they got married.
И потом она рассказала, что у них в роду не рождаются мальчики уже очень давно, рождаются только девочки.
And also she shared that in their family, for a long time, they did not have any boys, only girls were born.
И когда я сделала диагностику ее судьбы и посмотрела ее род,
and then I did her diagnostic of her life, of her destiny, and I saw the energy of her family lineage.
Я увидела, что ее прапрапрабабушка в 7-м поколении не захотела жить с нелюбимым мужем и отравила его.
And I saw that her mother, in the 7th generation behind, she did not want to live with her husband, who she did not love, and she poisoned him.
И потом она вышла замуж вторично уже за любимого человека, но он очень плохо с ней обращался, постоянно у них были скандалы, ругань. И так проблемы во взаимоотношениях продолжались до матери этой девочки.
And her grandmother, she married second time for the person she loved, but he wasn't very nice to her, and the relationship was not nice and successful. And this problem was repeating from generation to generation until her mother.
Мужчины уходили на войну и не возвращались, либо просто избивали, плохо обращались со своими женщинами. И мальчики не рождались.
All their men in their family, they went to war and never come back, or they were very abusive towards their wives, and they did not have the boys never been born during these 7 generations.
И я увидела этого злого духа, который передавался из поколения в поколение.
And I saw this bad spirit, which was passing from generation to generation.
И нам удалось благодаря обряду с ним договориться.
And with the help of the ritual, we were able to come to the agreement with this spirit.
И женщина смогла освободиться от страха, который привлекал к ней всех суицидников и наркоманов.
And this woman was able to release herself from this spirit and from the fears, which was attracted to all people who were already ready to commit suicide or to become drug addicted person.
Эта история имеет очень хороший конец.
And this story actually has a very happy ending.
Ага, сейчас нашему мальчику уже 1 год и 2 месяца. Она родила мальчика.
And her son is already 1 year and 2 months. She is a happy mother of the son.
Да, и у нее прекрасные отношения с ее партнером.
And she has beautiful relationships with her husband.
Excellent.
Это только маленькая история, одна из историй.
It is just one story out of many.
Как мы повторяем судьбу, даже не подозревая о том, что мы это делаем.
How we repeating our lives and destinies, and we even have no idea why all this happening to us.
That's powerful, Ladamira. And, you know, we're going through a series of broadcasts on our main show called the Runic series, where we're going through the ancient runes of the Teutonic tribes. And one of the things, too, that we focus on is the awakening and the bring to wholeness the soul of the individual. And, you know, so this sort of fits in. This interview is fitting in right with what we're doing. And, you know, this is powerful, and I'm delighted. And I've also heard that you do workshops and you go around and you talk to people. Is there a website or is there a particular place where people are able to connect with you and find out what you're doing?
Он говорит, что они делают еще серию интервью о древних рунах из талтекской, по-моему, талтекской цивилизации. И это интервью, оно очень подходит к той же теме того, что они сейчас изучают. Они стараются принести те древние знания и сделать душу человека целостной. И также он слышал, что вы очень много делаете семинаров и ретритов. И есть ли какой-то веб-сайт, на который можно прочитать о том, что происходит, где путешествуете?
Очень здорово, потому что тольтекские шаманы и вообще шаманизм очень близок к знанию, которое раньше было на всей земле. Корни у этого знания одни.
Я думаю, что я немножко неправильно. Daniel, is what you were talking about you were talking about the runes? Are they Toltec civilization or not?
No, they are basically from the northern European realms, from Scandinavia, mainland Germany, from England, Iceland, Norway, Denmark, and a lot of people have dismissed them as being, they were just an alphabet, but they were an esoteric, powerful ideographical alphabet of connection to the very powers of the multiverse or the universe. And we've been going through them in all 4 of the systems. And, you know, all of this, you know, I don't want to do a big advertisement for my own series here, but we've been talking today where this interview is going to be showing up on our show on the rune Ir, which is a rune that represents a bow and arrow, and it is the piercing of the veils with purpose and with strength and with power to those levels. Because a lot of people talk about awakening and then they never tell you what to do when you get there. And so that's where we're at right now. And
не талтекская цивилизация, а про северную европейскую цивилизацию, которая пользовалась рунами, и перечислил все страны, где это было. И как раз ваше интервью должно появиться в той передаче, где они будут очередную руну изучать. И как, ему просто хотелось бы понять, что, говорит, вот все говорят о том, что нужно будить сознание, но никто не говорит, а что с ним делать, когда сознание
Понятно. Ну, цель на самом деле, то есть это как вопрос, правильно, Асия? Это вопрос, да, что с ним делать в этом всем?
Было то, что сам я уже запуталась немножко. Ну, как бы, что вы как бы в одной струе того, что они сейчас изучают, и ваше как раз интервью, оно появится именно...
Понятно. А вопрос был какой-то в том, что он говорил?
Daniel, I would like to, I just translated everything what you said, and I just wanted, was the specific question in...
Yes, I was just wondering, for our listeners, what was the best way for them to connect with Ladamira and to find out what she's doing
Yes.
and take part if they can?
Thank you so much, Daniel.
С вами связаться и узнать, что именно вы делаете и где.
Меня можно найти на веб-сайте.
Yes, I have a website where you can find me.
www.ladamira.com. Welcome, где у нас будет в Канаде замечательные встречи и тренинги.
Yes, you can easily find me on my website. It's www.ladamira.com, and we will be holding workshops and retreats in Canada pretty soon. So I'm coming to Canada.
Да, на Фейсбуке у нас информация есть. Facebook Ладамира, Канада.
Yes, and there is information about that already on the Facebook. If you find me in the Facebook, Ladamira.
И я очень рада, что в Канаде. Очень рада, что в Канаде.
We'll share posts in regards to your events on our social media platforms as well, so that people get to know them. And kind of as a bit of a joke here, I'm wearing a bit of a Hawaiian shirt here right now. I'm doing that for my own psychological reasons. Because it's snowing to beat the band outside right now, and I don't want to think about it. But I know where you are, it must be nice and warm.
Он говорит, что да, я сейчас в Канаде, но специально одел свою гавайскую рубашку, так, чтобы даже для собственного успокоения, чтобы не думать о снеге, который за окном. Ну, надеюсь, что вы будете в хорошем месте сейчас.
Я сейчас в Калифорнии, и здесь действительно нет снега, и все люди мечтают о снеге.
Yes, indeed. Right now I'm in California, and it's a very nice weather here, and people is opposite. They dream about snow.
I'll tell you the truth. It would be a dream short-lived once you're here.
Скажу вам по правде, мечта бы быстро улетучилась, если бы они оказались здесь, в Канаде.
Русские говорят хорошо там, где нас нет.
There's a Russian proverb. It's very nice somewhere where we are not, where we are not. Like somewhere far away from us. It's the best place in the world.
I can relate to that. But you know, I've really appreciated the opportunity to be able to talk with Ladamira here and to hear the stories. And I know our listeners are fascinated by this because, you know, it's about time, in my opinion, that we include all of the Northern European tribes when we start talking about our ancestors and about the ways of the past. Because if we don't include that, then we're missing a great part of who we really are. Because if any one of our ancestors didn't get married or didn't have a child, we wouldn't be here. They're all important.
Мы хотим как можно больше осветить знаний, которые идут из Северной Европы и особенно ту часть знаний, которая посвящается нашим предкам, потому что если бы кто-то из наших предков решил не выйти замуж или жениться и не родили, то сейчас нас бы вообще не было бы на свете.
Да.
Очень серьезная тема для разговора.
It's very seriously topic about understand. And мы большое внимание уделяем контакту с корнями рода.
Yes, that's a very serious topic for us, and we spend a great amount of time doing rituals for our ancestors.
Но также для нас очень важно расти ветвями в будущее.
But also for us, it's very important to grow with our branches to the future.
Потому что существуют обряды, как создать будущее. Такое будущее, которое нам нужно.
Because there are so many rituals which help us to create the future, that we need, we want.
И есть законы удачи.
And there are the laws of success.
Их нужно знать.
And we need to know them.
And I just want to ask, just as a complete clarification for our listeners, that Ladamira is a practitioner of a Slavic style of shamanism. And is that essentially correct? Because that's what I've heard throughout this interview.
Я бы хотел уточнить для своих слушателей, что Ладамира является сибирским шаманом, то есть я правильно понимаю?
Slavic, то есть не сибирский, он сказал, а Slavic. Да, в Сибири и в славянизме принято название волхв, жрец или человек знания.
In Siberia, we have, for the wise person, we have the name of, как мы использовали, Ладамира?
Волхв, человек знания и жрец, обладающий способностью контактировать с духами.
So in Siberia, we use words as a volkh, it means a wise man. We use also words priests. I mean, it's not a religious priest. It's so the wise people who. I'm sorry.
Контактировать с духами.
Let's start from all over. Скажите еще раз.
Волхв, it's priests or a wisdom person who is make knowledge about connect with spirit of natural, connect with spirit of family roots, connect with spirit of stars and Milky Way and sun and many God. It's priest of knowledge, Volkhv. It's like white shamanic way, very white, not dark, it's like white.
It's very interesting because in the Germanic languages, the names are not that different. And I find that fascinating. Of course, if you're going to talk about those who practice with the spirits, you talk about the Vitki.
Vitki.
Or if it's, because that's dealing with runes, but if it's dealing with the shamanic trance, it was the Volva. And so you have these terms. And so you see the relationship there. Because I just mentioned this in passing, because the separation of the tribes from the original culture that they were a part of is actually only about 5,000 years old. And that's nothing in comparison with the 40,000 years of history that those tribes had. And so this culture was called the funnel deep culture. And out of that arose the Celts, arose the Teutons, arose the Slavs. but it's only been about 5,000 years ago. Now that, oh, 5,000 years, that's a long time. Compare that to 40,000 years. It's a few minutes.
Yes.
So I want to extend, on behalf of the Northern Roots Radio and all of our listeners and all of those of us that are working here on our network, an extreme thank you and gratitude for you taking the time to be with us today.
It's very little about I give your land and your people. Это очень мало, что я могу дать твоей земле и твоим людям. Я хочу и могу дать гораздо больше.
There's a little part that I can share with your land and your people today, but I really love to share all the wisdom I have and to help many people.
Да, потому что сейчас время объединять знания, корни у которого одни.
Because it's time to unite the knowledge which has the same roots.
Да. И методы, которые помогли мне выжить и помогли тысячам моих учеников изменить судьбы к лучшему, обязательно помогут многим людям Канады. Я верю в это. Я очень в это верю.
I think that's powerful.
Method who's helped me in be life, and who's this method help many thousand my students in all world. I'm absolutely believe help people in Canada, and I'm very believe it, and I'm very try realize this prayer. My prayer, united spiritual, united open heart people all world, united with one prayer, one intention, help children, help men and women find balance with each other and find real harmony with super children. My intention is change education and open heart of teachers, many teachers, and give knowledge how its priestess all time teach and help children, many children, professional help, individuality help. It's very old knowledge. Mm-hmm. It's my big intention. Open heart is many people and united with one prayer, help this earth, this planet. It's big wishes.
That all the puzzle pieces fit together and the powerful orchestra plays its song. Hail to you, Ladamira. I want to thank you very much. And for those of you that are listening here, either through the YouTube channel or through our RSS and iTunes feed, this is Ladamira. You can find her at www.ladamira.com. You can find out what's going on with her and connect with her. You can find out where she's holding workshops. And you can also take heart, for those of you in the Great White North and Canada here, that she has the intention of coming to Canada to share her wisdom. And we look forward to that. And I want to express, again, my gratitude for each and every one of these people that have joined us here on this interview. The translator, Oskana, thank you so much for your help. You made the language barrier crossable. Hail to you. And I want to thank all of you for taking the time to listen to this. And share it with your friends. Share it with your relatives. Share it with those that are around and about. Let us make a difference in our world. I'm Odinson, the main host of the NRR Northern Runes Radio.
Сойди благодать Божия, сойди благодать Божия на наше требище, на святое свято-капище, на наше требище, да на свято-капище. Здесь огонь душ горит, здесь молитва к богам родным звучит, ан земли да от родной, да сварги, да золотой, от земли родной, да сварги золотой. Всем богам и духам слава! Всем богам и духам гой! Be happy, be health, be freedom. Thank you very much.
Hail.